Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, and Sun Devil Stadium, where Texas Tech takes the field. Out of the Big 12, ready to take on Arizona State from the Pac-12. Off we go from Tempe. And this is Tim White, dangerous return man. Getting hemmed in, stepping out of the 22. That's where Arizona State begins. Wilkins starts with a throw, and it's Jalen Harvey with his first reception of the season. And the first play of the day for Arizona State goes for a first down. A first down from the 35. Off play action. Back-to-back pass calls, but Wilkins will take off. He was their leading rusher last week, more than 80 yards, and he's got 6 or 7 before Gary Moore ushers him out. Second down and 4. Wilkins to throw again. Taking a shot. Cam Smith behind the defense, but it's broken up. Thierry Guima, good recovering speed, and it's third down. Texas Tech rushes 5. Down the sideline they go, and it's broken up. Looking for Tim White. Justice Nelson with coverage, and it's fourth down. Matt Hawk punts it away. Cameron Batson had a good week last week returning. Goes inside the 5 to take it and pays the price. Karan Crump, first-year JUCO transfer, with a tackle on special teams. Mahomes starts with a slant. That's his favorite target, Devin Lauderdale, for a gain of 6. Kareem Orr with the tackle. Mahomes in trouble and drilled by DJ Calhoun. Mahomes well protected, zips it for Batson. And he's hit by Armand Perry. We'll see where they spot him. It looks like a yard short. Michael Barden on to punt it. Line drive that sends Tim White to the 44. Makes the first man miss. Tim White stays on his feet and gets bottled up crossing the 45. Demario Richard, not much room. Andre Pipkins, the Michigan transfer, with the tackle. On second down and 9, Wilkins facing pressure, picked up, so he's got time and he's got rhythm, and he's got N'Keal Harry, the true freshman, for a first down to the 26. Quickly back in the ball, and Richard surges forward for 6, and it's second and 4. Wilkins out of his hands in a hurry. A stiff arm from Frederick Gamage. And a lunge to get him a first down on Gamage's first reception of the season. Wilkins pulls, makes a move, and cuts it inside the 10. Second down and 4. Play action. Wilkins in zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. It's Harry.
It's just one-on-one coverage on the outside versus DJ Polite-Bray. See N'Keal Harry, local product here, 5-star recruit, a huge get for head coach Todd Graham and his staff.
How about an aggressive play on special teams here, and they had a shot at it, but it deflects out of bounds. Mahomes into the flats. Jonathan Giles, a converted quarterback who's really coming along nicely in his convert to receiver. Dylan Cantrell blown up. Kareem Orr got through the block and dropped him. Third down. He's got an open man and a first down inside the 20. Cameron Batson for 28 yards. Mahomes on an option play, fakes the pitch, lowers the shoulder, and gets upended by Armand Perry after a short gain. On second and 9. Mahomes steps up, has a window, and takes off. It's Crump spying him, running him out of bounds. Justin Stockton is dropped, and then he stays on his feet, reaches reaches for the goal line. It's 1st and goal. And Mahomes trying to sneak it. He won't get there. And it's 2nd and goal. It's a boot. Mahomes steps in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Red Raiders respond at an extra point from a tie game. Play action and drills one. Jalen Harvey, 2nd reception of the game. A 1st down pickup of 13. Wilkins pulls it. And Keenan Ward, a nice open field tackle from the 3-year starter out of Snyder, Texas. Wilkins into a tight window and tight coverage from Deshaun Johnson. Wilkins into the short side of the field, and Tim White gets popped out of bounds. Justice Nelson and Keenan Ward all over it. 4th down. That Hawks punt, Cameron Batson will let this one fly over his head, and Hawk, one of the best in the country, all the way down inside the 1. 59 yards of perfection from Matt Hawk. And it's snapped off of Mahomes. It's a safety. And a line drive sends him back inside the 15. The track star gets a head start and dropped at the 35. This Arizona State drive begins at the 35. Tim White, the motion man, and they get it in his hands in a crowd. That was a forward pass, 2nd and 10. Arizona State yet to convert a 3rd down. They swing it outside. Kalen Ballage. Keenan Ward can't get him. And he lowers the shoulder on Johnson for a 1st down up to midfield. Here's Ballage again. Look at those white shirts surrounding him. Deshaun Johnson, who was run over by Ballage on the previous play, drops him for a loss. On 2nd down and long. Richard gets the block. Demario Richard lowers the shoulder and sets up 3rd and short. Wilkins to throw. Ballage stopped and the ball sails over his head. And we'll send it away. See if he can do his best Matt Hawk impression. You bet he can. Well, the last time they were back down here, a snap off of Mahomes' leg led to a safety. This time, quickly outside, Devin Lauderdale to give him some breathing room. They put 4 receivers into the wide side. Mahomes goes over the middle. It's Batson bouncing off contact with a 1st down across the 20. Stockton probes for space and gets 4. Kiki Cutie, his 1st reception. That'll move the chains. Here's the option play with QT running his wing. Mahomes runs through a tackle and pinballs his way to the 41. Got a man to jump into the neutral zone. It's a free play. Mahomes knows it. Running free is Derek Willis. And Willis is in for the touchdown. Now that was a 59-yarder right there to put Texas Tech up. Arizona State begins with play action, and it's N'Keal Harry who's got the Arizona State touchdown on a slant for a 1st down. Here's a run. And Richard bottled up. Luke Stice, Jordan Brooks combining on the tackle. Wilkins has one-on-one, lets it fly. He's got Harry, a flag flies. Coverage from DJ Polite Bray, a lot of jousting. Richard on first down for a gain of 5. Yeah, it should bring this first quarter to a close. Red Raiders with a 14-9 lead as we begin this second quarter, and Arizona State looking at a 2nd and 6. They have thrown the ball much more than I think anybody expected. Harvey lost it, and look at DJ Polite Bray go. There is a flag down back around the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Wow.
Number 5, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic. First down. That's
Gary Moore to erase a huge play at the Texas Tech 28. 57-yard difference on that call. Richard on first down with a nice hole for 4. Richard again. This time a seam and a first down up to the 16. Jordan Brooks with a tackle after he gets 8. So starting to feed Richard more heavily. His 3rd consecutive carry goes for a few.
personal foul, hands to the face. Number 5, defense.
Wilkins trying to get the edge. He's ushered out inside the 5 by Gima. 2nd and goal. Straight downhill for the Arizona State touchdown. And the lead as we go back and forth in Tempe.
There's Manny Wilkins at the bottom of the screen, forcing the Texas Tech defense to kind of try to figure out what's happening in the backfield. See Kalen Ballage, flashes of DJ Foster from just a year ago.
Mahomes off play action. Dumps off his screen and it's incomplete. Quentin White, the intended receiver. On 2nd and 10, pocket collapsing. Gets rid of it to Stockton. Makes a couple of men miss. Justin Stockton into the open field. And now he hits the afterburners. Highlight reel touchdown for Stockton from 75 yards. So White's 2nd try. And White has a window, but it closed quickly. It's Evan Madison there for the special teams tackle. This drive begins at the 15-yard line. Manny Wilkins. Here comes DeMario Richard. Cuts it against the grain. Sheds Madison with a stiff arm. It turns nothing into something. Richard 5'10", 220. In there to block on 2nd down. Wilkins has a wide open Cody Cole, whose first reception of the season goes for 31. Wilkins has Cole blocking this time. And Wilkins has 8 or 9 on first down before Theory Gima brings him down. Texas Tech's go-ahead touchdown. It's a trick play. They'll flip it back to Wilkins. He's got a wide open man. It works to perfection. It's a Ballage touchdown. 39 yards, trickery, and a score for the Ducks.
Just so many things going on right now. You got the handoff to what looked to be with the reverse that was pitched back. Then you find Ballage down the field all by himself.
Stockton. Calhoun stopped him. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. They bring an extra man. Mahomes scrambles. This is where he's at his best normally. Through behind Batson with Armand Perry closing quickly. All kinds of pre-snap movement for Arizona State. On 3rd and 13, they do rush only 3. Mahomes with a strong arm to the outside, but off the mark. Wanted Reggie Davis, and it's 4th down. Barden on to punt it. And was just able to get it off. It takes an Arizona State bounce, but it hit the sideline, so that bounce is nullified. And look out here as Ballage rumbles his way into the end zone. Touchdown from 50
First down, Arizona State.
Let's take another look. See if that right foot steps out.
It
Yeah,
did.
you can clearly see it did.
So they mark him out at the 13. First down and 10. Demario Richard keeps the legs churning for a short gain. Here's Richard. One man to beat. And steps out. Richard has a first down. First and goal, Arizona State. Back into the Wildcat. Went straight downhill with Balazs the last time they were in this formation. They do it again. Same result. Third touchdown for Kalen Balazs.
We saw them score once again. Same exact play.
Mahomes starting this drive on the roll to the sideline for Jonathan Giles. And a first down on Giles' second catch. Mahomes feeling the pocket collapse. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Joe Wicker clipped him down. Bringing pressure this time. Cantrell gets behind him and it's off his fingertips. Mahomes has an open man. This time it's Sadler for a first down. Wide open window with all the pressure the Sun Devils brought. Mahomes throwing it back. Juggling a catch from Felton. Stays on his feet and close to the first down. Draw play. Nowhere to go for Quentin White. Stockton back in at running back. He takes the fake. Batson has it. Cameron Batson trying to use a block. Still fighting his way down to the 6. They do. Mahomes all kinds of time to the goal line. Cantrell reaching in for the touchdown. Try to keep it away from White, but instead he just gets a running start. Waits to set up his blocks. Now White reversing field to the 26. Mike Lynn Thomas, first-year JUCO transfer, no gain. On second down, he looks to throw. Good feel in the pocket. Has an open man on the sideline, Cam Smith, who's thrown down by Thierry-Guima. Good to see him back in after he was slow getting up earlier in this first half. Third down. On 3rd and 5, man across the board defensively. Tim White, first down. Inside of 4 minutes in this first half, and a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kalen Balazs. Keenan Ward met him at the line of scrimmage. Able to fight forward for a yard. Wilkins fires a strike for a first down. N'Keal Harry beating DJ Polite-Bray for 13. Wilkins keeps, gets a block from Epps, and gets 9. And on second down and 2, he fakes it to Richard, sets his feet, lets it fly. Incomplete, wanted Cam Smith, and Guima was with him step for step. 3rd and 2. Play action, Cole is open. It's a first down, and more for Cody Cole. 1st and goal, Arizona State. 35 yards to the senior tight end. Now we see the Wildcat again. They've scored on the first play both times they've done this, with Balazs going straight downhill. Same call, same result. A 4-touchdown first half for Kalen Balazs.
Well, this guy's just the entire package. He's got the size, the strength, the speed. Look at the vision.
Patrick Mahomes nearing 300 yards. In rhythm has Cameron Batson for a gain of 7. He dumps it off of the hands of Quinn White. Third down. And in the quick game, he's got Giles to move the chains. They bring 4 this time. Easily picked up. You see the arm strength as he wings it outside to Devin Lauderdale, and another Texas Tech first down. From the 47. Underneath again, Jonathan Giles. Again, only a 3-man rush, and right now Mahomes picking them apart. Lauderdale's inside the 30. Here they come with 5. Mahomes rolling, turning the shoulders. Karan Crump threw him down as he wings the ball out of bounds. On 2nd and 10, he's got all day, and underneath is Reggie Davis, crossing the 20, tiptoeing his way inside the 15. On first down from the 13. Mahomes fakes, over the middle, Jonathan Giles, touchdown Texas Tech. Air raid to perfection as Arizona State sat back and let him march. Mahomes starts his second half with a throw, and it's Jonathan Giles with another reception. Turning the corner for close to a first down. Already his 6th catch. On 2nd and 3, this is a free play. They had a touchdown and a free play in the first half, and here it's an incompletion. Rolling away from pressure, throwing back against it. Quentin White has room. And a first down across the 45. Oh, from the 44, here's Stockton. JoJo Wicker grabs a hold of him and pulls him back. They give him 2, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Mahomes rolling. There is a flag down as Mahomes takes off and runs out of bounds around the 35.
Personal foul. Hands in the face. Number 41. Defense.
Mahomes in the quick game. It's Lauderdale, and he's pulled down promptly by Gump Hayes. They bring only 4. Mahomes dancing. Trying to find room. Lets it fly into the end zone. It is caught by Lauderdale. 1st and goal. Mahomes pulls, met at the goal line, reaching. And they'll spot him inside the 1. Stockton, 2nd effort, gets him in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They keep it away from Tim White. And so instead it's Kyle Williams bringing it back shy of the 20. First drive of the second half starts with a throw that Harry goes up the ladder to get. From the 35 now. Back-to-back throws for Wilkins. And another first down. This is White inside the 40. All the way down to the 36 on a gain of 29. This is Richard. And nowhere to go. Jordan Brooks, a true freshman middle linebacker, shut it down. 2nd down 11. Texas Tech bringing heat. Wilkins trying to beat it. Down the sideline, it's Harry. And a flag flies. Polite Bray in coverage.
Pass interference. Number 3. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Jet sweep play. Here comes Tim White. Made the first man miss, but then Colin Hill rallied. The Notre Dame transfer, defensive end. On 2nd and 8. Wilkins pumps. Double move into the end zone. And a flag flies.
Pass interference. Number 15. Defense. Spot foul. Automatic. First down.
Reverses course and finds white shirts waiting. Chris Williams on with Colin Hill. On the slant, Jalen Harvey inside the 5. They've used him a bunch tonight. Deshaun Johnson makes the tackle. If it ain't broke, why fix it? For the 4th time, straight ahead. For the 5th time, Ballage with a touchdown.
Take another look at that touchdown run. Clearly you can see that's Deshaun Johnson grabbing Kalen Ballage's face mask.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review. After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
And it's the same thing here, just not enough to overturn the call on the field, which is a 5th touchdown for Kalen Ballage. With the face mask that was on the final play there, that's tacked on to the kickoff. So Zane Gonzalez will kick it from midfield. Those 5 touchdowns, by the way, matching a single game record in Arizona State history. A fair catch taken as Gonzalez bloops one down inside the 10. And Texas Tech poor field position. Patrick Mahomes, a monster night again. Dumps it off for Stockton, but too far in front of him, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing into pressure, Cameron Batson, and there is Ball. Hammering him down. Underneath, Lauderdale's pulled down, shy of the 1st down. Gump Hayes, a converted running back, playing corner, making a big tackle. Almost gets that one blocked. Instead, he gets roughed. Here's Tim White. Pushed out at the 43, but this is likely roughing.
Roughing the kicker, number 89, receiving team.
Mahomes trying to make it hurt. Over the middle, it's Quentin White spinning his way free for a 1st down. 15 yards for Quentin White. A.J. Latu with a tackle. White with a carry this time to midfield, 2nd down. Under pressure, got rid of it, incomplete, feeling that pocket shrinking. Here comes pressure. Mahomes lets it fly too tall for Batson. 2nd time Arizona State's forced to punt on this drive. They roughed Michael Bart in the 1st time, and here they give him plenty of room to send away a beauty, spiraling its way into the end zone. Here's Harry. And all that size and strength drags a defender for 5. Here's Ballage. 1st down, Arizona State. They rally around White. No gain. 2nd and 10. Wilkins goes one-on-one and goes back shoulder for the senior Cam Smith against Gima for a 1st down to midfield. On the bubble, White needs a block. And Polite Braze sheds that block from Harry. And White is hurt. Wilkins pumps. Now scans the field. Cutting it back. Still reversing field. Hurdles his way up to the 40. It's becoming Manny's signature. 2 games, 2 highlight reel hurdles. They just showed the replay again in here, and the crowd just as delighted the 2nd time. Checks it down, and Ballage drops it. Richard waited for the hole to develop and hit it for 9. 3rd and 1. Malik Jenkins with the stop. The quarterback sneak gets the job done. On second down, Richard hops for 2. It'll be 3rd and 6 near the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they swing it to Richard. Harry gives him a block. First down, Arizona State to the 15. Picking the tempo up again. Richard short of the mark by a couple of yards. Lonzel Gilmore dropped him. It's 3rd and 2. They've run it 4 times and scored 4 touchdowns. Make it 5! And make it a school record 6 touchdowns tonight for Kalen Ballage.
We talked about how he kept hitting on the right side. Well, they come back with a counter now. Ballage hesitates, waits for his blockers to get there, and really there's no one to even touch. Ballage just waltzes into the end zone.
What a performance. And a school record for Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown tonight. Reggie Davis hasn't brought one out against Zane Gonzalez tonight. Led the nation in touchback percentage last year and building a pretty good resume so far this year. So Texas Tech's offense back out there. Patrick Mahomes tonight, 31 of 40 for more than 400 yards. And they've got 41 points, but the issue is the defense hasn't held up its end of the bargain. They pump the screen and throw it down the sideline and incomplete. Batson was open, but it's behind him, and it's 2nd and 10.
And that play just took too long to develop. They tried to fake the screen. And number 4, Karan Crump, the guy we talked about was been spying Mahomes. He went ahead and fired his gun. He took a shot at Mahomes, and he got there before Mahomes could really finish the throw.
First career start for Crump, playing a big role tonight, number 4 in black. Mahomes goes underneath, and Jonathan Giles trying to make Latu miss, but can't. And A.J. Latu, who made his first career start last week, makes the stop, and it's 3rd and 7.
This is going to be the key here again. And I'd suspect Arizona State's going to bring pressure. They've had success the last couple 3rd downs versus this Texas Tech offense.
Third quarter clock winding down. And this 3rd and 7 play will begin the 4th. Third meeting between Texas Tech and Arizona State. And it rolls to the 4th quarter with 92 points combined. What does the final 15 minutes have in store for us? Arizona State rushes only 4. Mahomes scrambles, resets his feet, gets away from Wicker, and heaves one incomplete. White plays it off a bounce and is cut down to the 20. It's Arizona State. Starts his drive from the 23. Texas Tech going to have to figure out a way to slow down this ground game. And if it's not Ballage, it's Demario Richard. Play action. And throws it over the head of Jalen Harvey instead of trying to squeeze one in. 3rd and 4. On the roll, in rhythm, it's a completion and a first down. And on first down, Richard is stopped by Malik Jenkins. 2nd and 10. Wilkins a straight drop. Has Richard. 3rd and 4. So efficient tonight. 3rd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. Justice Nelson cut in front of it to break it up and make it 4th down. And so they're able to force the punt team onto the field. Todd Graham, aggressive special teams calling tonight. It's a straight punt, and it's not a good one. Although it takes a great bounce for Hawk. He must be living right inside the 10. The third one tonight that he's put inside the 10. Justin Stockton with a short gain on first down. Second down and 9. Mahomes calmly stepping away, but Crump chases him down. Karan Crump's been spying him all night, and here he gets a sack to make it 3rd and long.
And this guy, this time, is going to come off the right side of the offensive line. We talked about those freshman tackles. And that time he's working on Steele, easily gets around Steele. That's really Crump's special. He's a pass rush specialist. He's keying in on Mahomes all night long. Finally got to him.
3rd and 12. Play clock down to 5. ASU bringing pressure. Mahomes throwing. It's picked off, and Gump Hayes inside the 5. First career interception for the converted running back. And it's 1st and goal for Arizona State.
And again, something of a broken record. Arizona State defense brings pressure. Gump Hayes right here. Look at his eyes. He's looking back at the quarterback. He knows Patrick Mahomes has to get the ball out quick because of the pressure. And he wisely is actually able to play the inside wide receiver's route, make the interception for the huge play, and possibly the nail in the coffin.
And you think you're going to see Kalen Ballage here, maybe? Yep. Puts the shoulder down, and 7's the magic number for Ballage tonight. A new Pac-12 record.
They went with the power play the first 2 times. We saw them run the counter for the other touchdown. Now they come back with that same power play, and he beats Jordan Brooks to the pylon. What a night for Kalen Ballage.
It's a screen, and it's Justin Stockton. Scored on a screen earlier and has a first down crossing the 35. You hold your breath every time he touches it.
He's got that kind of elite speed. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to get him involved much in the running game.
They faked the screen here, wanted to go back to him. Instead, Batson, and if Mahomes had kept him on his feet, that's a big gainer. Instead, it's a dozen. Here's Stockton with room. And Smallwood bashes him close to the first down. They spot him just short. The Red Raiders on the move.
Only taken about 40 seconds to on this drive so far.
That's a first down completion to Giles. On 1st and 10. He steps up and takes off. Patrick Mahomes gets a block and gets inside the 10. 1st and goal, Texas Tech on a 28-yard Mahomes run. DeMarcus Felton has his 2nd career touchdown, and Texas Tech has exactly the kind of drive they needed to get back in this game.
And how easy is this? Arizona State's defense was bringing an overload blitz. Look at all the guys on the right side of the offensive line. Untouched. Joe, you could run through that hole.
They send Ballage back with Tim White back in the locker room with what looked like a lower body injury earlier. He's 1 touchdown shy of the FBS record in a single game. And watches this one bounce. He'll take a knee. From the 25-yard line, it's Ballage. And he's got a big hole. He stays on his feet. Kalen Ballage has tied the FBS record with 8 touchdowns in 1 game. This one's from 75 yards.
I mean, what can you say at this point? Once he breaks through the initial attack, it's just open space and green grass. And we said it before, he's got the total package. He's got the home run speed to be able to make these sorts of big plays. And talk about play selection. Well, it's easy. Just hand it off to Kalen Ballage.
Wow. Zane Gonzalez is something. From the 25, it's Mahomes to throw. On the out, it's Giles. He limped off the last time we saw him. Back in there just fine with a pickup of 8. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. JoJo Wicker got his hand on it. 3rd down. On 3rd and 3. Stockton's not going to get it. Got punished by DJ Calhoun, and it's 4th down. Fourth down and 2. Texas Tech trying to keep its hopes alive and facing pressure. It's blown, and Batson is free. Cameron Batson is going to take this to the house. Texas Tech refusing to quit. 66-yard touchdown.
Well, and this is just a blown coverage, and this is the issue that you're going to have. Watch as you see Calhoun come off the edge. There's no one to cover Batson. This was an issue that the Arizona State defense had last year when they brought a lot of pressure, as they had blown assignments, in particular in the secondary.
Here's Kalen Ballage. Hold your breath. They tackled him. And here's DeMario Richard with the hole. And Richard up to the 40. 7.5 to go. Richard again. This time he's met in the backfield and dropped by Braden Stringer, one of the true freshman linebackers. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Play action. Wilkins throwing, perfectly spotted for a 1st down. Both teams over 600 yards of offense. Jenkins runs down Richard. 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Richard with a short gain, but he turns it into something a little bit more with some nice strength before Gary Moore brings him down. Ballage right side has a hole and is spotted just short. Kalen Ballage met in the hole, but powers his way forward for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs from the 28. Richard able to get 2 yards after he was contacted in the backfield. 2nd and 9, and it's Richard. Fehoko grabbed the hold, wouldn't let go. 3rd down and 12. And up to the 25 as we near the 3-minute mark goes Richard. Zane Gonzalez on to attempt a 43-yarder. He's 13 field goals shy of the NCAA career record. Make it 12. And a 1st down will finish things off Arizona State as Richard gets a couple more. His 30th carry, and he's going to finish with 109 yards. Here's a bit of trivia for you. This is the 50th game in FBS history where both teams had at least 600 yards of offense.
Kalen, 8 touchdowns tonight on 15 touches. You tie the NCAA record. It seems like a simple question, but what got into you tonight?
It wasn't me. It was God, and it was my offensive lineman. That's really all I can say, man. They blocked their asses off for me tonight, and I ran behind them and got loose a few times.
Did you realize how close you were to the record?
No, I wasn't paying attention to that at all. I want to win a football game. You know, I don't care if I score 1 touchdown or 20. It doesn't matter. As long as we win, I'm fine with it.